Comic book movies have evolved into blockbuster spectacles, blending sophisticated storytelling with cutting-edge visual effects. Among the countless heroes adapted for the big screen, Spider-Man stands out as one of the most successful, sharing the spotlight with legends from Marvel and DC. Sony's web-slinging franchise kicked off in 2002 with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, starring Tobey Maguire. The film lived up to years of hype, earning critical praise and smashing box office records. Raimi followed it with 2 sequels before Sony hit the reset button. When the Amazing Spider-Man reboot underperformed, Sony partnered with Marvel Studios to integrate Peter Parker into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That collaboration paid off. By the 3rd MCU Spider-Man film, Maguire and characters from the Raimi era returned, helping the movie soar to nearly $2 billion worldwide. Still, Raimi's trilogy holds a special place for fans, in part because it shares surprising DNA with another beloved superhero saga, Christopher Reeve's Superman films. Parallel Origins: Two Heroes' First Flights. Released in 1978, Richard Donner's Superman remains a cornerstone of superhero cinema. The film's realistic approach made audiences believe a man could fly, influencing everything from Batman Begins to Iron Man. Raimi's first Spider-Man borrowed from that same philosophy, treating Peter Parker's story with sincerity and mythic weight. Both Superman and Spider-Man dedicate ample screen time to their heroes' origins before unveiling the full costume. Each pits its protagonist against an iconic foe: Superman versus Lex Luthor, Spider-Man against the Green Goblin. Even their newsroom settings mirror each other, with the Daily Planet and the Daily Bugle both serving as bustling backdrops for larger-than-life journalism and eccentric editors. Raimi, who grew up during Superman's box office reign, peppered his first Spider-Man film with subtle nods to the 1978 classic, capturing that same sense of wonder for a new generation. Losing powers in the second chapter. Sequels often raise the stakes, and both Superman 2 and Spider-Man 2 do so by taking away the variabilities that define their heroes. In Donner's sequel, completed by Richard Lester after Donner's dismissal, Clark Kent relinquishes his powers for love, only to reclaim them when danger strikes. Similarly, Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2 experiences a loss of powers, partly due to emotional turmoil and self-doubt, with his feelings for Mary Jane Watson adding another layer of complexity. Both films highlight the sacrifices their heroes must make and reinforce why they are indispensable to the world around them. Raimi's Spider-Man 2 expanded on Peter's civilian life, earning acclaim as one of the strongest superhero sequels ever made. Meanwhile, Superman 2 cemented the hero gives up powers trope as a memorable and oft-imitated cinematic beat. Darker turns in the 3rd films. By the 3rd installment, both franchises stumbled. Superman 3 introduced a split-personality Superman, forcing Clark to battle his darker self. Spider-Man 3 took a similar route, with the alien symbiote twisting Peter into a more aggressive, arrogant version of himself. Unfortunately, both films overloaded their stories, Superman 3 with uneven comedy, Spider-Man 3 with multiple villains, Sandman, Venom, and a new Green Goblin. Despite flashes of creativity, these darker turns failed to match the magic of earlier chapters, feeding into the infamous 3rd movie curse. Still, both Reeve and Maguire got another shot in the suit, Reeve in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, Maguire decades later in Spider-Man No Way Home, the latter earning far warmer reception. A lasting blueprint for superhero cinema. Though the Superman films show their age today, their influence on superhero storytelling is undeniable. Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy mirrors their sincerity, optimism, and technical innovation, from Superman's groundbreaking flight sequences to Spider-Man's thrilling web-swinging. The similarities run deeper than visuals. Both franchises understand that the heart of these characters lies in their humanity as much as their heroism. Even as superhero cinema evolves, the foundations laid by Superman in 1978 and echoed by Spider-Man in 2002 remain the gold standard for bringing comic book icons to life. The era of discovering heroes as fresh as Donner's Superman or Raimi's Spider-Man may be behind us, but filmmakers who study their blueprint can still create stories that inspire awe, just as these two legends did, decades apart.